Okay, so it's been super fun to learn about a lot of different artists that I've just missed out on. One of those is Jackson Browne. So we've checked out a few Jackson Browne songs, and thanks to a donation from my friend Larry, we're checking out Lives in the Balance, song from 1986. The first, so Lives in the Balance was the first album by Browne where overtly political and socially critical songs dominated, three of which were about President Ronald Reagan. I watched that Reagan movie, and actually that was pretty interesting. Actually, the movie was pretty boring. I take that back. I wish I learned more about the whole like Gorbachev thing. But okay, it's a critical song about government, which, let's just listen to it. Thank you for clicking on this video. Why did you click on this video? What do you love about Jackson Browne? Would love to hear from y'all. I was told I have to check out this specific version of it because I'm a guitar fan, whatever that means.
Tonight we are celebrating improvements in human rights here in Chile. But let us remember that much more needs to be done. I want to ask you to join me in asking for the release of some journalists that were imprisoned last month. Their crime was to ask for a proper investigation into the human rights abuses of the past. Their names are Juan Andrés Lagos and Guillermo Torres. Join me in asking for their release. I've been waiting for something to happen, for a week or a month or a year, with the blood in the ink of the headlines and the sound of the crowd in my ear. You might ask what it takes to remember, when you know that you've seen it before, where a government lies to her people and a country is drifting to war.
Wow.
And there's a shadow on the faces of the men who send the guns to the wars that are fought in places where their business interest runs. On the radio, talk shows, and the TV, you hear one thing again and again, how the USA stands for freedom.
Way to bring in that layer there.
To the aid of a friend.
A lot of our music in Chile uses that instrument.
These governments killing their own, for the people who finally can't take anymore, and they pick up a gun or a brick or a stone, and there are lives in the balance. There are people under fire. There are children at the cannons, and there is blood on the wire.
Dude, this is awesome. This takes me back to my upbringing. Sorry, to finish that sentence.
There's a shadow on the faces of the men who fan the flames, of the wars that are fought in places we can't even say the name. They sell us the president the same way they sell us our clothes and our cars. They sell us everything from youth to religion, the same time they sell us our wars. I wanna know who the men in the shadows are. I wanna hear somebody asking them why. They can be counted on to tell us who our enemies are, but they're never the ones to fight or to die.
Wow,
and there
bro.
are lives in the balance.
Okay, let's pause it here with this chorus here. I feel like if I were to listen to the studio version, missing some of those Chilean instruments, musically, the song is all right. The addition of the Chilean stuff, freaking love it. This is a song that the lyrics are making me think a lot, and I really like that. That first verse, just bringing up the lies that a government tells its people, and this happens. I mean, one of the big reasons why I was excited to become American was more of the aspiration of it being of and for the people, but you know, things happen. That's why we got to stick together and strengthen ourselves. Be our best selves, because anyway. So yeah, this second verse was very against, and I don't know much about this time. I know that people seem to like either hate or love Reagan. So I really don't know. And at the same time, everyone has their different version of history. So I don't know. But so let's take this for what it's saying here. So on the radio, talk shows, and the TV, you hear one thing again and again, how the USA stands for freedom and we come to the aid of a friend. But who are the ones that we call our friends? These governments killing their own? Whoa. Or the people who finally can't take anymore and they pick up a gun or a brick or a stone. There are lives in the balance. There are people under fire. There are children at the cannons, and there is blood on the wire. Wow. They sell us the president the same way they sell us our clothes and our cars. They sell us everything from youth to religion the same. They sell us our wars. The same time they sell us our wars. Wow, bro, this seems eerily similar to today. I want to know who the men in the shadows are. Bro, preach. Same here. We hear somebody asking them why, they can be counted on to tell us who our enemies are, but they're never the ones to fight or to die. Yeah, one of the things that shocked me the most was a Thomas Sowell book I read. You know, like in college, I was definitely like super left, and someone challenged me to read this book, and it freaking crushed me. I try to not talk about this stuff all that much because I'm actually not too interested in it. But a question that was posed there was, it's how many people are in charge of our lives that don't pay the price for if things go wrong for us, right? Like, we always send others to fight our wars, to pay the price of our bad policies, to pay the price of our bad decisions. So I think he puts out perfectly. This is just cool to see him in Chile, though. This is just cool.
To fight or to die, and there are lives in the balance. There are people under fire. There are children at the cannons, and there is blood on the wire.
Beautiful. Yeet. I typically growing up hated that instrument actually. That sounds fantastic. That sounds cool. That's awesome. That was cool, bro. Loved the featuring of these different things. I actually really agree with the message overall, which is why I try to not think politics too much. When I just focus on my family and strengthening our family, we'll figure anything out together. So that's all I focus on. So this song, we can get into the political. So go ahead if you want to. We'd love to hear your thoughts down below on anything you want to share. Jackson Browne, man. Again, I'm still shocked. Like I didn't know of the guy until now. Much love, everybody. Thank you for all you do.